Alright, let's get ready for a hilariously cringeworthy story of me starting my journey to stop caring about what other people thought of me and their opinions. Some years back, when Zumba was all the craze, I decided to go to a Zumba class. I thought to myself, so what if I have less coordination than a newborn giraffe? I'll be just fine. So I get there, and to my surprise, the class is happening inside what I can only describe to you as a glass box. It quickly occurs to me that everyone walking in and out of that gym will be able to see my horrendous dance moves and me tripping over myself. Again, I thought to myself, so what? I'm sure I won't be the only horrible dancer there. Surprise number 2. The instructor walks in and announces, "Hi everyone, welcome to Advanced Zumba." Uh-oh. That's when I realized that every single person in that classroom were Zumba experts. So, long story short, I stuck to my guns and I tried to keep up with everybody, but in the process, almost knocked out the poor woman dancing next to me and nearly broke my own back. The worst part? I saw some people walking by laughing and pointing, and I'm pretty sure they were laughing and pointing at me. So, what's the moral of this story? It wasn't easy to put myself out there and be laughed at, but that experience taught me to be confident and to do what makes me happy. Being you, doing exactly what you want, how you want to do it, and not caring about what other people think of you or their opinion of you can be really tough. It will take time and effort, but it's not impossible. So in this video, we're going to share with you some strategies that might help you in this process. First things first, you need to self-reflect. It's important that you first understand why you care about other people's opinion of you in the first place. Look, a lot of this has to do with how you were brought up, your cultural norms and societal expectations of how you should or should not be. So don't expect to do this overnight. It'll take some time and some practice. Let me explain this with an example. Self-reflection is like using a mental mirror to look within you to figure out why you care about others' opinions. Think back to a situation in the past where someone said some not so nice things about the way you look. Maybe they said something like this: "Wow, your nose is really crooked. Were you born with that nose or did something happen growing up? Ouch!" This could be a friend, a family member, an acquaintance, or a complete stranger who said this to you. Regardless, what they said really hurt your feelings. You're human after all. Self-reflection can help you understand why this person's opinion of your appearance hurt you so much. Is it because you've always been insecure about the appearance of your nose? Is it because this is someone you want to impress? Or is it because you think only people with good looks get ahead in life? Whatever the reason is, self-reflection will help you find the answer. Once you find that answer, you'll stop reacting to all the chatter and noise. Instead, you'll respond with, "I love the way my nose looks. I think it gives me character." The next step in your journey to stop caring about what other people think is to focus on self-acceptance. Embrace and accept yourself for who you are. In other words, go easy on yourself. We've all got quirks, flaws, and things that make us unique. Imagine you're a bit shy and introverted. Maybe you don't have a gazillion friends, and that's totally cool. Now here's the secret. Instead of thinking of it as a weakness, see it as your superpower. Occasionally, people might judge you for being shy and introverted and say things like, "You should really get out of your shell." Question the validity of that. Who says being introverted is a bad thing? Absolutely no one. If being an introvert is what makes you happy, just keep doing your thing. Once you accept yourself, strengths, quirks, and all, you'll realize the only person you need to impress is, well, you. True self-acceptance is like looking in the mirror and thinking, "Yep, that's me and I'm pretty awesome." It's about loving the person staring back at you. So go easy on yourself. Embrace the uniqueness. And remember, the most important person to impress is you. Setting boundaries is the next piece of this puzzle. Time to practice the powerful art of saying no. Ever been in that spot where someone asks for a favor and you end up saying yes when you really meant no? Picture this. It's the holidays and your sister can't host the family gathering, so she ropes you in. You'd rather not deal with a big crowd, but you say yes to avoid hurting your sister's feelings. Sound familiar? Instead of setting boundaries and doing what matters to you, you let others' opinions dictate your choices. A huge part of freeing yourself of others' opinions involves the art of mastering saying no. Let's be real. It's tough. We're wired to be liked. So when you start to say no, it'll shock some people. But don't let that stop you from standing your ground. Remember, you don't have to be mean, just assertive. At the end of the day, you're not trying to win a popularity contest. You're just trying to live your life being true to what you need and what makes you happy. That brings us to the part where you learn to challenge irrational thoughts. We all make the mistake of worrying about other people's opinions of us. In fact, we worry about this so much that we let our thoughts get out of control. Say you have a big presentation at work. In the days leading up to the presentation, you start to think that if you make a mistake, everyone at the office will think you're incompetent and your colleagues will lose respect for you. The secret to living your life without worrying about how others feel about you or their opinion of you is to challenge those irrational thoughts and ask yourself, what's the worst that could happen? So what if I make a mistake during the presentation? Just because I make a mistake doesn't mean I'm not capable or smart. I'll learn from that mistake and try not to do it the next time. As you do this more and more, you can start to reduce the anxiety related to others' opinions. If you're someone who has a tendency to catastrophize and let your thoughts get out of hand, make sure to check out our other video on catastrophic thinking. In that video, we also give you some useful tips that you can use to overcome catastrophic thinking. Aristotle once said, "Knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom." The next part of this is about developing a strong sense of identity. It's like crafting your own superhero suit. It's unique, and it fits you perfectly. Having a strong identity is like wearing a bulletproof armor. No matter what people say, it won't pierce through. When you truly know and believe in yourself, other people's opinions don't have the power to hurt you. And here's the great part. When you appreciate yourself, you don't need constant validation from everyone else. Be confident. When you're not confident, every opinion of you, whether good or bad, have the ability to either build you up or break you down. Do not become a consequence of other people's opinions. When you have confidence, what other people think about you become less important. The best way to increase your confidence is to work on achieving things and improving your strengths. Think of it like this. Every achievement you have is another feather on your cap. The more feathers you have in your cap, the less other people's opinions will bother you. When negative opinions are thrown your way, you can shrug your shoulders and say, "Who cares?" So, we get to the best part. Understand the power of perspective. Think of it like this. Everyone sees the world in their own way because of what they've been through and what they believe. It's like wearing glasses that color everything you see. So when someone has an opinion about you, it's like looking through their glasses, not yours. What they say says more about them and how they see things than about you. It's like if someone doesn't like your favorite ice cream flavor. It doesn't mean your ice cream is bad. It just means they have a different taste. So remember, what people think is often about them, not you. Remember what I said at the start of this video? This will take time. You're not going to wake up tomorrow morning and be able to completely put each of these into practice and be a complete pro at ignoring other people's opinions of you. The thing is, you're working to undo years of conditioning that's made you a people-pleasing yes man. The best thing to do is to try each day, to do your best, to not let others' opinions hold power over you. So give these a try and let us know in the comment section how it goes. Don't forget to hit the like button before you go. It's really the best way you can support our efforts. Also, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and share this video with others who'll find value in it. As always, don't forget to spread loving kindness to all beings around you and be the change you want to see in the world. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.